What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Sagittarius. Little miss, shout out to you for pulling on through. I do want to mention to everybody real quick before we start, tomorrow is going to be the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July to everybody who will be celebrating. Hopefully you have a wonderful holiday. I also want to mention to everybody that today starts the Endless Summer Sale. So that sale for my website is going to be for 15-minute personal readings. There is a 10% off from now until the 31st of August. So if you guys want to get a personal reading with me at a 10% discount, feel free to use code SUMMER23 at checkout. All right though, guys, welcome on in, everybody. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. We're going to start out here with Team Sagittarius. Let me just stop by for a moment and say hello though, guys. What's going on, little miss? Hey honey, hey Angie. What's going on, Lexiana? Boss Lady Thomas. What's going on, B Dope Butterfly? What's poppin', Lupe? Celeste, Michaela? How is it going, everybody? Constance, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Happy Monday. I hope you all had yourselves a fantastic weekend. So let's get on into it. We're going to start out here with Sagittarius, and we'll see what's going on here for your next 24 hours. So what's going to be going on here for Saggy? Look at that at the bottom of the deck. You guys were meant to go first today, huh? We have here the Temperance as we're getting ready here to start. All right, let's see what's up here. What's going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Almost dropped like half of your cards on the floor in the next 24 hours. Is there another one? Can't tell. No, I think we're good. What do we got going on here for Sag? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Sagittarius, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we got a 7 of Wands in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, we have here the Tower, what it is you're dealing with. We have the 3 of Swords, and then taking a look here at the outcome, Sagittarius is going to go ahead and be here the 10 of Swords in the upright position. So, having a look here at your next 24 hours, 7 of Wands reversed here to the Tower. I feel like you're allowing a Tower moment here to happen. It's not about going against the tide, it's about catching the wave and going with the flow. So I really feel here for you, Sag, that you're going with the flow in a situation. The Tower card usually marks that something here isn't as sturdy as it once was. There's a foundation here that isn't very solidified. So something's happening here in your life, Sag, that you're noticing is phasing out, if you will. I don't think you're necessarily happy about it, looking at what you're dealing with here, 3 of Swords. You could be upset that something here is changing, something here might be ending for you at this time in your life, but I feel like the important part here is that despite how you may feel, you're being accepting of it, you know? You're allowing what's meant to be, and what's not meant to be to change. And looking at the outcome here being the 10 of Swords, I feel like you're basically granting an ending, or you're allowing it to come through here for you while accepting the fact that things are indeed changing. You know, I think we all go through this moment in time in our lives personally. We all go through a time where we know that things are changing and we know that we can't necessarily do much about it. And even if we're not happy with the specific change that's coming in, if we can be accepting of it, you never really know what the other side's going to be like, because sometimes, honestly, most of the time in my personal experience at least, when changes do end up manifesting and happening in our lives, those changes turn out to be better, you know? So even if we don't see it right now, it's giving me like the blessing in disguise kind of energy for your next 24 hours. So Sagittarius, that's kind of what I'm feeling here coming through for you guys at this time. You know, you're not really happy about an ending or a specific change happening in your life, but it feels to me that even though right now it's very hard to see the blessing in this, it will be a blessing in disguise here for you. So what I want to say to Sagittarians who are unhappy with something in life changing, I want you to hold on just a little bit longer, because it might not be as bad as you think it is at this moment in time, and it might be for the greater good. More than likely, you're going to see a positive outcome coming from this, so hold on to a good vibe, and there will be a light here at the end of the tunnel for you, okay? All right, Team Sag, thank you though for stopping by. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you guys tuning in here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, so we did Sagittarius. thank you once again for stopping by. Fire signs went first here today. Let's do fire, air, water, earth. So hopping on into our air signs, let's have a look here at the Gemini, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. What's popping for the Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Gemini? Messages for the Gems, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Gemini, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Gemini, overall energy for you is the Nine of Pentacles. Having a look at the current energy, we got the Six of Wands. What you're dealing with here, Fool in reverse, looking at the outcome here for you, is going to go ahead and be the Two of Swords in the upright position. So, having a look here in your next 24 hours, Gems, we start out here first and foremost with the Nine of Pentacles paired with the Six of Wands. I definitely feel like confidence is on point here. I also do feel like many of you have been successful doing something on your own. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, Fool card reversed. You know, it's interesting, Gems. If people like expected you to embarrass yourself, make an ass out of yourself in reference to doing something by yourself, and you're here succeeding, proving them wrong anyway, I think it's time to kind of recalibrate for a second and ask yourself, was I associating with the right people? Because if you're around people who are like not believing in you, expecting you to fail, not thinking you can do something on your own, you know, is that really the right kind of people to surround yourself with? I honestly think that's kind of something you're questioning here moving into your next 24 hours. You know, looking at the outcome, Two of Swords, it's like, I don't know about these peeps, you know? I don't know if these are the people I want to surround myself with. I'm happy, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands, that I am being successful right now on my own. You know, I'm being self-sufficient is something that I'm hearing for you guys. You're making something happen. But I feel like there was a certain level of doubt with individuals in your life, and it wasn't like you were trying to be successful to prove them wrong. The thing is that you've always believed in yourself. And getting that doubt from other people, I feel, might have been a hurdle to climb over, might have been a struggle to climb over. And it definitely is a disappointing factor, I think, showing up here at this time. It's like there's good news here that you are thriving, but I think that you're getting that feeling of like maybe it's time to kind of recalibrate who I'm associating myself with. Here's the thing, man. It could be anybody who puts that sprinkle of doubt, those negative bad seeds inside your head. It can even be family, you know? You ever see a kid's 18 years old now, right? Just became an adult. Maybe they have a very steady job. They want to move out. And what happens? Mom and dad go, yeah, good luck. You know what I mean? Mom and dad go, yeah, you're not going to survive on your own, you know? And the child, who's finally an adult, 18 years old, says, well, I've had a great job for years. I've checked that I can afford this place. Maybe they got their first apartment, and they're at a point where they want to start their life. And a parent's like, no, I don't see it happening. You know, you're going to come running back to mom and dad instantaneously. You know what I mean? And what happens there is that even though the 18-year-old, the young adult believes that they're going to be okay and that they're going to be able to live their life on their own, that sprinkle of doubt that came in from the parents, unfortunately, is going to manifest in different ways in their child's life. So at the end of the day, you are out here doing what you said you're going to do, Gemini. What I mentioned over there before is just an example, but you're out here doing what you set out to do, but not having that support with the people around you is something that's very frustrating. And even if it's family, just saying, whatever kind of extent it may be, you might want to be more mindful, I guess, of what you share with those specific people, because being around people who have a very doubtful attitude in nature and aren't necessarily supportive in the long term can have a very negative effect on a person. So, Gems, do your thing. If you believe in yourself, keep on doing what you're going to set out to do. But I would definitely urge you to be mindful of being around more supporting people, because I've definitely been in periods of time in my life where I've been around individuals who like to sprinkle those little negative seeds of doubt. And unfortunately, no matter how positive and no matter how much I believed in myself, inevitably that environment caught up with me, and it put me in a pretty low vibrational state. So I would say, out of advisory, definitely watch who you surround yourself with. And also remember too, not everybody wants to hear your good news. Be careful of who you share your news with. Really be mindful of supportive people here at this time. I would focus on building more of a support group and support system of who you share your dreams, goals, aspirations, and news with you at this time. But, congratulations, though, gems, for those of you right now that are currently succeeding on your own, whatever that endeavor may be. Maybe you started a business, it's working out well for you. Maybe some of you guys have moved into a new connection with somebody that's working great. Maybe you moved out, right? And you got your first place, first apartment, first home, whatever. Congratulations here to your big steps in life that you have done on your own. I love that for you, and it's inspiring, Gemini, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire, and we did our air. We're hopping now on into the water, and we're going to have a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's popping here for Team Cancer. What's going on here for Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Cancer? Messages coming in here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on, Cancer? We're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Cancer. Overall energy for you is the moon in reverse. Full moon in Capricorn, fully activated right now. I'm sure you guys are feeling the vibes. Now, moon in the reverse position, Cancer, is what I'm feeling you guys trying to oppose the moon. You know what I mean? You're trying to run away from anything deep in the next 24 hours, run away from anything emotional. I'm at a point where I'm just trying to chill, you know? But it's hard when things are coming up, right? Looking at your current energy, Eight of Swords, you're trying to avoid emotions, but it's so hard to kind of avoid everything that's coming up here emotionally for you at this time. I would blame that on the full moon. Looking at what you're dealing with, Ace of Pentacles, and looking at the outcome, Cancer, Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you know, I think your next 24 hours is interesting because it's like, how do I want to communicate this to Cancer? Because you got here an Eight of Wands reversed, which is like an energy of a lack of things coming in for you. But Ace of Pentacles is a card that represents opportunities being lined up for you. Cancer, it's like, when did the opportunities or the wonderful things I saw as opportunity in life suddenly disappear? Is what I'm feeling for you. I feel like you're in your head in the next 24 hours wondering, where did everything I wanted to do, everything that I was setting out to do go? It's kind of an energy where it feels like everything you've planned, everything you've set out for yourself is just like suddenly not there right now, you know? It's like, why? How did I end up here? Cancer is kind of the vibe for your next 24 hours. And the thing is that I'm a huge believer that we always end up where we need to be. We always are where we're supposed to be. But if you're having this realization in life and you're not specifically fulfilled with where you're at, and if you feel like in the past you saw life with more of a positive lens, maybe you felt like there was a lot more opportunity out there for you, what I want you guys to kind of realize is that you went from having more of a optimistic perspective, more of a unlimited imagination, versus you being in an energy now where you have more of a limited mentality. So what happened to you, Cancer, that I think many of you are going to realize in your next 24 hours, is that you've shifted into a limited mind. And a limited mind lives a limited life. An unlimited mind can unlock its truest potential. So I feel like that's going to be kind of the realization showing up here for Cancers in the next 24 hours. And it's a very important realization, to be completely honest with you, because once you recognize that you are in a place of limitation, you are the only person placing that limitation, which means you have the opportunity to remove that limitation, Cancer. And as you can let go of having limited beliefs and a limited mind, you don't need to live a limited life anymore. You can start to have a different perspective, a more optimistic perspective. And I definitely get the sense here too, Cancer, about inviting more optimism into your life can also not only create more opportunities for you, but it's going to put you in an overall better fucking mood. You know, people who think so small or people who think so limited, not saying you think small, Cancer, but just in general, for an example, people who think small, they end up not being very fulfilled because they don't go for the things they really want. But it's like the more you can expand not only your belief in yourself and your ability of things that you can do, but the more that you see what life really has to offer, you know, it's going to be a massive and major difference in your life. So Cancers, it's time to remove those limitations. I don't think you intended to place them upon yourself. I think that sometimes throughout our lives, you know, we can just get to a point where we feel pretty limited in our movement, and our belief over time starts to become more and more limited too. But this is going to be the time to unfuck yourself, Cancer. You know, it's going to be the time here to get out of that limited energy and to get out of that hardwiring energy of limitations inside your head. And it's time to reprogram in your next 24 hours to be more open to what the world has to offer and to what you can bring to the world and to the kind of life you can live. So you got to rewire those, you know, plugs inside your brain and open yourself up to more that the world here has to offer for you and your life. Okay, I like that, Cancer. Really good. So for any Cancers here that resonate with that, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I like it a lot for you here, guys. It's like basically unplugging from the matrix, if you will, in your next 24 hours. Cool, I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our lovely and amazing Cancer. Thank you guys for stopping by. So far we did our fire, air, and water. We'll be moving into the earth signs in just a sec. Keep it moving. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. Eric Cartman's in the chat. Oh Lord, what's up? What's going on, Red Sky? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Allison, the full moon has you checking yourself twice for sure. I've definitely noticed that too. I've been trying to be more focused on thinking about, like, thinking before I speak type of deal. Yeah, I've been noticing that with the full moon because emotions can be high tide, especially for like water signs, especially for Cancers. So at the end of the day, with emotions being so high tide, I try to check myself before I end up, you know, communicating anything here. So yeah, that's a smart thing to do though, for sure. It feels like I don't know when the next Mercury retrograde is. I honestly haven't checked the calendar, but it's been interesting lately. I've been getting Mercury vibes, even though we're not dealing with Mercury vibes astrologically, you know? I don't know if you guys have been experiencing that too. And I'm not just saying that in regards to, like, you know, past situations arriving. It's just been interesting to see like technological issues or just like random things acting up and being weird. That side of Mercury is what it's been feeling like recently. I know that Neptune is in it's retrograding right now here at this time. It retrograded, I believe, on the 30th of June, which Neptune is Pisces is ruled by Neptune, but very illusion type of planet. But there's something else going on right now, I think, especially in regards to this full moon. So it's pretty interesting. Very much agreed, said Aileen. Yep, absolutely. You're tripping on your words too? Yeah, Red Sky. See, I've noticed that too. And for me specifically, right, every time Mercury is in retrograde, I always find that it's so difficult to communicate. It's easy to trip on words and stuff like that too, for sure. Oh, and you're a Capricorn too, Allison? Got you. Yeah, so it's going to affect you the most. See, Capricorn for me is the opposite, right? So it's my descendant instead of my ascendant sign, because Cancer, opposite of Cancer, you got Capricorn. So I wonder if there's like a certain way that kind of like affects me too, if it is my descendant sign as well. Pretty interesting. All right, though, guys, moving on into it though, we're going to actually have a look here at Capricorn. So let's see what's up here for you. Happy full moon for all you beautiful peeps. And we'll see what's going on for your next 24. What's happening here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for you? Team Capricorn, one more shuffle coming in, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Cappy, overall energy for you is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at the current energy, Five of Pentacles, what you're dealing with here. Two of Pentacles reversed, looking at the outcome for you guys. Hangman reversed. So a cycle of longevity has been going on for a while, right? Hence the longevity part. You know, there's been a pretty big cycle, I feel, happening for you guys for quite some time. And moving into the next 24 hours, it's about breaking the cycle. And this is good because especially with this full moon energy coming up here for you, Capricorn, full moons have a tendency of bringing stuff up, especially emotional things. And I think that what's being brought up here for you is something repetitive, very reoccurring theme that's been going on here in your life, whatever that theme may mean to you personally. It could be a reoccurring theme in reference to something going on in career with the Knight of Pentacles, but it also could be a reoccurring theme in love, a reoccurring theme in your personal life. And as you're starting to notice that like this cycle has been going on for quite some time, Five of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles reversed, it's time to break the cycle. It's time to distance yourself from it, right? Looking at the outcome, Hangman reversed, massive card of relief. So I do see here for you guys jumping into the next 24, that you're in a space and time where it's about recognizing something repetitive or reoccurring happening in your life, and you starting to finally say here, you know what, this isn't going to happen here anymore. I'm not going to allow this to continue to go on no longer. And with that being said, it's time here to break the cycle. So very general kind of reading. I'm not sure specifically, Capricorn, what repetitive cycle you may be going through personally, as it's going to be different for every Capricorn watching, but having this realization and having the power to overcome it and break it is going to be a very, very awesome thing for you. And I definitely feel like it's going to take a load off here too, in reference to feeling more weightless as you're getting weight here off your chest. So really good stuff here for you guys. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I think that that's kind of what the full moon is bringing here to you. If there's any cycle that you've been repetitively dealing with, it's the realization of that, and it's the acknowledgement that that's not going to continue. Point blank, period. I like it, Capricorns. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you so much for stopping by here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today's daily read. We're now going to go ahead and hop on into our second batch now. So going back into the fire signs, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Aries gang. Let's see what we got going on here for the Ram fam. Messages coming in here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aries? Real quick, you had a card that flipped over. That card's going to be the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles can represent wealth. It can represent health. It could like good health. It could represent being in a space and time where you feel very cool, calm, collected. So I like that. I'm hearing like in your element. I don't know why you would, I mean, astrologically, I don't know why you'd feel like you're in your element, but it could just be a day where it's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm in my element. So Aries, I can't complain with that. I like that. But Ram fam, we're going to get one more shuffle and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully we're looking at some really awesome stuff. Aries, overall energy for you is the Two of Swords, making some sort of decisions here. Looking at the current energy, Three of Pentacles reversed, what you're dealing with, Two of Cups reversed, and looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you know, I definitely get the feeling here that you're kind of at a point where it's like, okay, I'm at a crossroads, Two of Swords. I definitely know that something needs to change though. So this is the realization I feel that if you're stuck where you're at, it's probably not the path for you. If you can't choose whether this path is the right path or not the right path for you, chances are it's not. It's kind of similar to the quote of like, I don't know means no, right? At the end of the day, if you can't choose, it's probably a no. So I'm feeling that here for Aries in the next 24 hours. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, not only does it symbolize change, but in a way, I think it symbolizes clarity, you know? The clarity to know that something probably isn't for you, and it probably is time to look at other ventures, to look in different areas of life moving into your next 24 hours. So for the Aries peeps that are watching, you know, if you've been indecisive about something, maybe you've been indecisive in your love life. I always say if you can't choose between two people, you don't want either of them, because you would know right away in a heartbeat who the person is you'd want to be with, right? If you feel stuck between two people, neither of them are the person you really want, because they would be your first choice. So, you know, maybe you're an Aries feeling stuck in your love life. Maybe you're an Aries feeling stuck in your career path or in a personal decision. And what I'm going to say here for you is that if you feel like you're left undecided, you know, chances are it's probably not the thing for you, because if you really know what you want, you're going to choose it first every time, instantaneously. So I see clarity showing up in your next 24 hours about saying, look, it is time to kind of walk away from whatever this is, leave behind any of the confusing energy we've been experiencing, leave behind any of the, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Undecided energy, if you will. And Wheel of Fortune, it's time to try out something new. So Aries are having the clarity here to experience something else. You know, if you can't pick between one thing or the other, if you're feeling indecisive in certain areas of life, usually, you know, most of the time kind of represents that maybe it's not for you, because if you know you really want something, you're going to pick it every try. All right. So Aries, I see you guys opening yourself up to new experiences here going forward. Okay. All right, Ram fam, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. So we did our fire. We're going to hop on in now into our air signs and rolling back into the air. Let's have a look here at the Libra. Let's see what's going on here, baby. Messages coming in here for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Libra? Messages here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Little Kentucky said, hi guys, I just got home. I have to watch the full video after the live is off. Love this channel. Have a great day, y'all. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. No worries. Hope you enjoy the live later on and have a great day as well. Thank you for stopping by though, nonetheless. Really appreciate that. All right guys, let's go ahead though and get ourselves this last shuffle, Libra, and we'll see what's up. Also, Red Skies, thank you for stopping by. I see that you got to run. Absolutely no worries. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by too. All right guys, Libra, starting out here for you, we got a 5 of Wands. Having a look here at the current energy, 7 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with here, Page of Cups in the upright, looking at the outcome for Team Libra, the Fool in the reverse position. So Libras, 5 of Wands here, 7 of Wands reversed. I feel like for your next 24 hours, you're definitely in a period of time where it's about letting go stress or letting go of any sort of combative kind of energies. I'm hearing kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness, Libra, is what's showing up for your next 24 hours. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, Page of Cups, I'd rather shower somebody with love and kindness at this point than shower somebody with the devil inside, you know? So looking at the outcome being the Fool reverse here represents that I feel like you just don't want to take that step. You just don't want to be invested anymore in the 5 of Wands. You don't want to be stressed. You don't want to be irritated. And most importantly, you don't want to invest in that kind of energy anymore. I'm kind of hearing for some Libras, you might recently have been feeling like you're on edge or just feeling like you're really stressed out and irritated. And if that happens to be the case here for you in the next 24 hours, it's like, I really want to switch up that energy. I don't want to be irritated. And if people, you know, push me to the limit, I don't want to pop off on them, but instead I want to just kill people with kindness. I'm at that point. I think you're also remembering here too, right? What it is you put out is what it is you get back. And if you feel like you're constantly putting out stress, anger, irritation, those are not the same energies you want to, you know, connect with as they come back to you. That's not what you want to manifest back for yourself. So moving into your next 24 hours, big kill 'em with kindness kind of energy. I feel like you're doing your best here to just escape stress, but instead to provide really positive vibes, loving vibes, and things of that nature, so that what you're putting out is indeed what it is you get back here. Okay, so absolutely, Libra, totally understandable. You know, I definitely recognize that there are times where I'm in this energy, where I'm stressed out, and where I'm just putting stress into everything I do, and then it reflects to me, right? It reflects back, and then every situation I encounter has to be stressful. So sometimes it's nice to just say, okay, this energy doesn't serve me. Don't get me wrong, it's totally okay to be stressed or irritated, right? But when it happens for so long and you know it's not serving you at this point, it's okay to say, hey, I'm not resonating with this energy anymore. I'm choosing, because it's my choice, to change my energy and what it is I put out there. So I like it, Libra. Of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you for stopping by here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Libra, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our we did our fire, we did our air, hopping into the water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Pisces gang. We're going to see what we got going on here for the fish. Message is coming in here for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here for Team Pisces, please? Message is coming in here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24. By the way, for the 131 viewers in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming on out, okay? All right, we're going to get our last and final shuffle here for the fish, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Team Pisces, overall energy for you is the Two of Pentacles. You might be connecting with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at the current energy, we got here the Hangman, what you're dealing with, Piscean, King of Cups in the upright. Looking at the outcome for you, we got a Three of Pentacles in the reverse position here as well. So for Pisces next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. Well, we start here with the Two of Pence all the way here to the Hangman. So, you know, Two of Pentacles, it's an inconsistent kind of energy. Hangman card is the energy too of like, you know, feeling stuck. So I think like you've kind of been going back and forth on something. You've been going back and forth between feeling stuck versus feeling like you're growing. And with that within itself, it overall kind of feels stuck, right? You know, when sometimes you feel like you're growing and other times you feel like you don't, you still feel stuck kind of overall, right? So looking at what you're dealing with here, King of Cups, I feel like you're trying to check in with yourself emotionally, Pisces, in the next 24 hours. You're trying to get down to the bottom of things. Looking at the outcome, though, being the Three of Pentacles reversed, it feels like it's been kind of hard to understand where you're at in your path, you know? Here's the thing. sometimes our path can look really successful. And then on the other hand, it can look like it's not so successful. And that can repetitively happen on and off. So we can go through this on and off energy of feeling like something's working, and then the next day it's not working, then it's working out again, then it's not working out again. And when I get in energies like this, personally, I think the best thing to do is automatically to let go and let things play out how they need to. I wouldn't necessarily have any sort of expectations about what's going to happen or what's going to come of your situation. You know, sometimes it's great to just let things play out and see what becomes of it. You know, I think that most of the time when we're kind of caught wondering if we're on the right path or if the path is working out for us or if it's not, you know, we're going to stress ourselves out trying to figure out if we're doing the right thing. You know, I always tend to believe we're at where we're at in our path for a reason. And I also believe that, of course, something's going to come of it, whether or not it's the path for you or it is. So for any Pisces here that are feeling kind of stuck and inconsistent and wondering where things are going, I wouldn't focus too much on that, but instead I would just get by. You know what I mean? Do what you can do, right? Be present, take it one day, one step at a time, and let go of the situation, or more so let go of the outcome of what has to happen or what has to be, but instead let it play out the way it just plays out. You know, sometimes it's nice to take a step back and kind of let the universe come into the driver's seat a little bit and direct you to where the next step is. So you're pretty much being called here to go with the flow, Pisces, not to worry too much, but instead to just be present, take it a day and a step at a time, and let things play out how they need to. All right. I feel like that will really benefit you here at this time. Of course, if that's what resonates with you, take that advice. If not, don't worry about it. Always use your discernment when you're watching tarot. You never have to do what I tell you to do. Always do with what feels right. That's always going to be my best advice. But that's what I see here for you guys. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Pisces, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it, okay? All right, we did the water, we did the fire, and we did the air. We're going to hop on into our earth signs now. Rolling into Team Earth, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo gang. Let's see what's popping here, baby. What's going on for Team Virgo? Hey, Mojo, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. What do we got going on here for Team Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the Virgos? Message is coming in here for Team Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Virgo. You guys are coming through fast. We're getting one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up. What's going on? Overall energy for you is going to be the Seven of Swords. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Ace of Swords, what you're dealing with here. Three of Cups in reverse, having a look at the outcome for Virgo. Ten of Wands in the upright position. What's going on here with you? So Virgo, I like first and foremost that the Seven of Swords is in reverse, right? So the overall energy, Seven of Swords reversed, current energy, Ace of Swords. I think that you're recognizing in the next 24 hours that things don't have to be as hard as they've been, or things don't have to be as hard as they've been in general, right? I said the same thing twice, but overall, I think you guys got the point, right? It doesn't have to be as hard as it is. And you're realizing that. And I feel like looking at what you're dealing with here, Three of Cups reversed, there's been a lot of lack of joy showing up in your reality. There's definitely been a lot of disappointing things going on here recently because maybe things have been pretty tough. But with the realization that it doesn't have to be this hard, I feel like that changes everything for you. You know, I'm kind of surprised that the Ten of Wands showed up in the upright position because really, this reading is about it being in the reverse. It's about recognizing if things don't have to be this hard anymore, then I don't have to be so hard on myself. And at the end of the day, you're going to get to a point where everything that has been burdening you is going to end up melting away for you guys at this time, because as you're not making things as difficult as they've been, and as you're not being as hard on yourself as maybe you've recently been, then you're going to start to see things dissipate. You're going to start to see stress drop. You're going to start to see problems begin to fade, which is quite wonderful here, Virgo. You know, sometimes in our lives, we can be, how do I say this, in the energy of not necessarily perfectionist type of vibe, but sometimes we can have super high expectations. We can place so much pressure on ourselves that isn't even worth it to have that much pressure on ourselves, you know? One of the greatest things I've heard before was by Julian. I don't remember his last name, but I follow him. He's a really cool motivational speaker. And he mentioned to this woman, why do you put so much pressure on yourself? Why do you have so much high expectations? You know, if you failed at a situation, you would automatically put yourself down. Would you do that to your child if you had a child? You know, would you tell your child, hey, if you fail, that's it. That's the end of everything. You know, if you don't succeed and you put all this pressure on your kid, like, would you ever do that to a kid? No. You know, if your child fails, hey, it's okay, champ. You'll get him next time, you know? Next time's going to be okay. You know, keep working hard. You'll be fine. You would reinforce positive reinforcement to your child. So why don't you do that to yourself? If you wouldn't do that to a child, why would you do that to you? Right? So that's kind of the important message coming through here, Virgo, especially when it comes to pressure and expectations. It's like, if you wouldn't do that to your kid, why are you giving yourself all that energy? You know? Doesn't benefit you, doesn't suit you, and it wouldn't benefit or suit your child. So at the end of the day, for any Virgo peeps that are watching right now, it's about letting go of that, not having such high expectations, not putting so much pressure, not being so hard on yourself, but instead recognizing it doesn't have to be as difficult as I've made it be overall here at this time. But instead, I can let go of all that pressure and I can just be, you know? I can just be me, the Virgo, doing what I'm doing and not having to have these super high expectations or not having everything have to be perfect, okay? And always remember, nothing is ever truly perfect. Everything in life is perfectly imperfect, Team Virgo. All right, Virgos. I hope that message resonated with you. I hope it made sense. But thank you for stopping by. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But Virgo, it was a pleasure as always to read for you. So thank you guys so much. Okay. All right, guys. Second batch of zodiacs are done here for the daily. We're gonna move into our last batch in a little bit. Do want to take the time here to thank everybody for being here today. Appreciate you guys so much. Happy Monday. Hope your weekend went well, guys. For everybody who's here right now, if you can drop a like, that'd be super awesome. But thank you guys in general for everybody spending time with me. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I go live Monday through Friday. So if you want to catch the lives and catch the monthly videos and other videos that I post, stick around, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll be happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. Thank you all very much. But I hope your weekend was good, guys. Over the weekend, I went to go get my other side of my nose pierced. I don't know if you guys noticed it. So that's currently in the process of healing right now. So that was fun. My girlfriend ended up getting a tattoo. So we had like walk-in appointments. So it was a fun time. Honestly, seeing her get a tattoo made me start craving and itching to finish the rest of this sleeve right now. So I'm kind of in the process of trying to figure out what I want to do so I can finish it up already. But we'll see what happens, you know? Mojo said, baked beans, potato salad, barbecue ribs, green bean salad. Sounds like a good time. You're making picnic foods. Awesome. Love that for you. Definitely sounds fun. Like that a lot. Little Kentucky said, I just caught up on watching the Cancer reading and you always nail it. A limited mind lives a limited life. I need that on a t-shirt, or for real, do you have merchandise? So I do have merch. You can find that on my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. I don't have that specific quote on merch, but that would be something kind of cool, I think, to put on merch. So I might do that. I like that energy, you know, or I like that idea, right? A limited mind lives a limited life. And I say that pretty often too. So that might be pretty cool to put on a shirt or something. I don't know if I could fit it on a hat, but if I could, I probably would. You know? If I could, I probably would. Yeah, that does sound delicious, right? Yeah, Mojo over there is having a great picnic for sure. Especially some barbecue ribs right now. That sounds like a fantastic time. Absolutely fantastic time. Raven here said, I realized when I took off the pressure of myself and reminded to just relax and be me, all works out, or it all works out to be the best situation. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was saying that to Virgo. It's so true. Like when we stop putting all the expectations and the pressure on ourselves and we just simply be who we are, most of the time, everything just works out how it has to. Everything works out perfectly fine, you know? It's in those moments where we just get inside our heads and we think everything's going wrong is when, you know, the reality of the situation most of the time is nothing's going wrong, but it's where we push ourselves to our limits, you know? Remember, your perception is your reality. So if you're like super overly in this energy of needing these high expectations to be met, and if you're putting yourself down, like, yeah, you're going to be living that reality, but it's not going to be the real reality of the situation. You know, so definitely something to keep in mind. All right, though, guys, we're going to move along here forward into our last batch. I do have to kind of hurry up because I do have stuff to do here today. So we're going to hop on back into our fire, and we're going to take a look here at Team Leo, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's Team Leo. So let's have a look here, baby. Let's see what's going on for the Leo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Team Leo? Message is coming in here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's see what's going on here for you. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Starting out with the overall energy, we got the Fool in reverse. This is Aries energy, so you could be dealing with an Aries possibly. For the current energy, we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dealing with, we got here the Nine of Pence, and then looking at the outcome for you guys is going to be the Three of Wands in the upright position as well. So Team Leo, for your next 24 hours, we start out here first and foremost with the Fool in reverse here to the Page of Pence in the reverse position as well. To be honest, I do get the feeling here for Leos where it's about not really wanting to put your investment in something anymore. Nine of Pentacles, I think you can stand alone. You can stand on your own 2 feet. That's kind of the vibe here for you guys. In the next 24 hours is what I'm feeling, right? It's like, I can stand on my own. I could stand on my own 2 feet. I don't really feel like I need to maybe be invested in other people or need help in other situations, right? Looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Three of Wands. And with the Three of Wands coming into play here for you, it's about thinking about yourself and what comes next. So Leo, it's like, you're starting to put your own self in perspective in reference to where you want to go. Let's say, for example, maybe you had a partnership, like a business partnership with somebody, maybe that served you for a long time or it served you for a couple years, but now you're kind of in this energy where it's like, well, you know, I kind of want to stand on my own 2 feet. You know, I'm very successful. Maybe I want to go do my own thing now. Maybe I want to go focus on investing in my own path and maybe not doing something partnership wise. So there could be like business partnerships changing. Maybe you want to go solo. This might be in resonance to you with your relationships. Maybe this is about you guys recognizing like, I don't know, I don't feel very invested in my love life anymore or in my romantic connection. Maybe I want to focus on other things and other areas of life here too. So I feel like you're pulling out of something here. And you're definitely refocusing your energy and your attention onto something new. And you want to see what else is out there. You want to focus more on yourself or bring yourself more to the top of the priority list at this time, Leo, is what I'm seeing. So guys, of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But that is what I'm seeing showing up here for you guys at this time. And of course, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and go for it, okay? Green light, Leo, is what I'm seeing here for you, okay? All right, baby. We're going to go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our lovely fire. All of our fire signs are completed for the daily read. Jumping back into the air signs, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on here for the Aqua baby. What's going on here for Aquarian? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aqua? Messages coming in here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got here in store for you? Team Aquarius. I want to get maybe one more shuffle and we'll see what's up. Hopefully we are looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Aquarius, overall energy for you. I always say it, man. I say it all the time. Here comes in a death card in reverse. Scorpio energy. I always see Aquarians in Scorpio readings and Scorpios in Aquarian readings. Having a look at the current energy, we got a Seven of Pence. What you're dealing with here, King of Cups, looking at the outcome for you, Aquarius, Four of Wands in the upright position. So the death in reverse here to the Seven of Pentacles. I do get the feeling here for you that you aren't giving up yet. I do feel like Seven of Pentacles is you continuing to plant your seeds, you continuing to water your crops. We'll see what happens when the harvest comes, you know? I think that it takes time, right? When you're planting crops, when you're planting seeds, it takes time to see if it grows well or it doesn't. So it's about remaining patient, not automatically giving up when you're not instantaneously seeing the results, and looking at what you're dealing with, King of Cups, providing yourself also with a really good mindset is really what I feel is benefiting you at this time too. So Aquarius, it's not only about patience, but it's about having a really good mindset too. You know, things take time to grow and you have to be willing to watch it grow to see what it turns into. You can't just write it off as not working out. And looking at that outcome here being the Four of Wands, I definitely feel like Four of Wands here too is representing like a comfort environment at this time too, Aquarius. I think that something you may find comfort in is kind of like instant gratification, if you will. It's like the instant reassurance of knowing that everything's fine and everything's working out. But now that you don't really have that instant clarification or gratification of knowing that everything's fine, you have to kind of wait and see how something grows. It might make you uncomfortable. So I see Aquarians kind of in a space of discomfort. not knowing what to do next, right? It's like I gotta wait and watch something grow, and then I'll find out if it's good or not. And it sucks. I don't like that. I'd rather just know whether or not it's going to be good or not for me. But at the end of the day, you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because the more uncomfortable you can be, the more you can grow. The more you stay in a comfort zone, actually, the less you grow and the less you have those new experiences. So Aquarians, for your next 24 hours, it's essentially about having to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's about getting comfortable with, basically the unknown, not knowing what's going to come next, not knowing how a situation is going to play out or pan out. It's about letting go of that retrospect and instead just giving things time and really applying patience. So I think you're doing your best here to apply your patience for sure, 7 of Pentacles, but King of Cups, you're also trying to maintain a positive mindset. So I like that for you, Aquarius. I've definitely been in that energy plenty of times in my life where I'm like, hey, I would really like to know if it's going to work out for me or not. I'm not really a big fan here of just waiting and seeing what happens, but a lot of things, like 99% of the things we're going to experience in life, are never going to be set in stone. It's going to be a wait and see type of thing. So getting comfortable with the unknown is a really big benefit. Okay. All right, Team Aquas, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all our fire and all our air. We're now going to be moving into the water signs in just a sec. Okay. I have not done Taurus yet, but Taurus will be coming up quite soon. Okay. All right, guys, so moving back on into our water, we're going into our last and final sign for the water signs. Let's have a look here at the Scorpio, and we'll see what's up. What's going to be popping here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Scorpio? Messages coming in here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Scorpio, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's popping, baby. What do we got going on here for you? Scorpio, overall energy is a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the 5 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. We have here the Moon in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the 6 of Swords in the reverse position. So, looking into your next 24 hours, Scorpio, let's see what's up. We got a 10 of Pence reversed paired with a 5 of Wands reversed. I think that sometimes things not being super perfect or super stable kind of is a bit of a relief. I think that sometimes having to maintain things, having to have an upkeep can be a little bit too much. For example, right? You ever see people with those Lamborghinis or those McLarens? It's like, oh, it's awesome to have this crazy, expensive, cool-ass sports car until you got to get an oil change, and it's $10,000 fucking dollars for an oil change, right? Or, you get a little bit of a tiny fucking dent in the bumper, and that bumper was $30K, and it's like, dude, like on a normal car, you're not going to experience that kind of price. So it's great and all maybe to have the stability, the money, and have the nice car, but then when it comes to the upkeep, oh, baby, what is that? Stress. 5 of Wands, tons and tons of it. So I feel for you here, Scorpio, there's kind of a comfort showing up in your next 24 hours and things not being so perfect right now, and things not having to be upkept or kept up with, if you will, upkept. But either way, your next 24 hours, it's like, it's nice to not have to keep up with things. It's nice to maybe not be a little bit in a stable place right now at this time in my life, because it feels like there's maybe less responsibility and more time to kind of enjoy myself and go with the flow of things, because I don't have to keep up with everything. Looking at what you're dealing with here, the Moon in reverse, I think that right now on an emotional level, you're kind of at a point where it's like, I'm not too focused, I guess, on other things or other people. It's like I get to focus on myself, because there's not too much responsibility, there's not too much stress, there's not too much weight. And looking at the outcome here being the 6 of Swords reversed, it's like, instead of having to panic or focus too much about my future, it's like, it's nice I get to focus on myself and my path and where I'm going and what's happening. It's like, it's nice that I get to take things slow and go with the flow. So Scorps, I feel like for your next 24 hours, it's okay that nothing is set in stone, because it gives you more room to explore. It gives you more room to have more opportunities. Sometimes when things are super set in stone, it doesn't always mean that it's a great or an amazing path. It's sometimes a lot or too much to deal with. And when you're kind of feeling more free flow, it can be a lot nicer and it can be more enjoyable as well in your life. So of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I like that message for you, and I like this energy for you. I think it's a fun, adventurous, and explorative time. Cool. I like it, Team Scorpio. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of our lovely water. We did our fire and we did our air. Going on to the last but not least zodiac here for the daily read. We're going to hop on into our bull gang and see what's up here for Team Taurus. So what's going to be showing up here for Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information's rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Team Taurus? Messages coming in here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24. What do we got going on here for the bull gang? I want to go ahead and get about 2 more shuffles for you guys, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff for the bulls, Team Taurus. What's going on here with you? Taurus, overall energy for you guys is going to be the High Priestess. You could be connecting with a Pisces for some of you. Having a look at the current energy, we got here the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with here, the Judgment in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for Taurus, we got the Hierophant in reverse as well. All right, Hierophant is Taurus energy, so you might be dealing with one. We also have here Pisces energy with the High Priestess, and we have Scorpio energy with the Judgment in reverse. High Priestess, Eight of Swords reversed. You're getting a gut feeling to stop worrying so much. High Priestess is your intuition, your spirit guides, the universe, whatever you want to resonate with at this time. But Taurus, High Priestess, higher self is telling you, don't be concerned, don't worry so much. Put those worries away. That's what's showing up here in your next 24 hours. I feel like if there's one thing the full moon is giving you, it's giving you reassurance. And I also get the feeling here too that's giving you reassurance to maybe not listen to the opinions of other people, or more so the judgments of other people here as well. With the Judgment in reverse, this could be the energy of people making false judgments, or people making judgments that are more of a projection, if anything. It's not a true judgment against your character, it's how they feel about themselves. So Taurians, be mindful of that too. I want to let you know in your next 24 hours, definitely be mindful of judgments that come from other people, because chances are it has everything to do with them and it's their own self-projection, and it doesn't really have much to do with you or them actually judging you, okay? But I want to just say here for you guys, you're getting this comforting feeling of like, I don't need to worry so much, Looking at the outcome being the Hierophant reversed. The Hierophant reversed here too, in a way, I think, is saying that you don't need to be, what's the word I'm looking for here? Devoted or committed here either at this time as well. It's kind of similar almost to what I said here for Scorpios, which was the reading that I did previously before you guys, where it's basically about, you don't have to worry too much about the future. You don't have to worry too much about where things are going. Right now isn't the time to worry, Taurus, but instead it's just the time to kind of be present and enjoy what you have right in front of you. If other people are judging you because other people are looking at you like, Taurus, you don't have your shit together, chances are they don't have their shit together either. And honestly, guys, no one ever really has their shit together. No matter how stable or how fantastic people can make themselves look like, no one ever has their shit together. You can be fucking 90 and not have your shit together, and that's okay, So at the end of the day, guys, I get that feeling here where people are kind of like maybe putting you in a box or a category and are telling you, you need to be here, you need to be there in life. And it's like, it's not about the path that other people are trying to carve out for you. It's not about having to follow a path that society's carved out for you. It's about living your life, being on your own path, and don't be too concerned. Like, I'm also hearing Victorians here, maybe you're concerned that the time is running out or the clock is running out. Maybe some of you are concerned that you're getting too old to find a romantic partner. Maybe some of you are concerned that time is running out to find a really good job. Maybe you're getting too concerned that time is running out in general for whatever reason it may be. But ultimately, guys, you're at where you're at in your path for a reason. And no matter the expectations of other people, the judgments of other people, or what society expects from you, you are where you are. And that's what's important, and that's what matters. Don't let other people put into your head that you should worry about things that you weren't even originally worried about. If you're happy where you're at, if you're okay and you're good where you're at, Taurus, then you're fine. Basically, what I want to say here for you is that 99% of the time, the judgments that other people give you are just their own self-projection. You are where you need to be. Don't worry about how society is feeling about you or is telling you where you should be at in your path. And don't worry about other people. If you're okay where you're at, if you're good where you're at in your path, then that is exactly what counts and matters. Okay? All right, Team Taurus. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless, okay? And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Happy Monday, everybody. Once again, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July tomorrow for those of you that will be celebrating the holiday. More than likely, I should probably be here. I'll probably be here tomorrow for the daily reading. If I'm not for whatever reason, I'll let you guys know. I will be celebrating the holiday, but I think I should still have time to come out and do a live. So more than likely, I'll be here tomorrow for the daily. I do want to mention, if you're here and if you're enjoying the video, definitely drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. Of course, feel free to drop a comment as well. If you're new here, do consider subscribing. I'd be happy to welcome you into the Soul family. So thank you into advance. For anybody who does happen to subscribe, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you. I want to mention, guys, too, that I'm going to be focusing on the July readings this week. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be getting the rest of the July readings out as quickly as possible. And lastly, before I end the daily, I do want to mention to everybody that the Endless Summer Sale has begun on my website. So if you guys want to get yourself a 15-minute personal reading with me at a 10% discount, it's going to last from now until the 31st of August. Feel free to use code SUMMER23 at checkout for a 10% off discount on a 15-minute personal reading, okay? Of course, if you guys are interested in any of my personal services, you can check them out on my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. All right, guys, I love you very much. I got to run. I got some other stuff to take care of today, but I will catch everybody in the next video. Guys, much love to my soul family. Take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody, and peace.